Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. As you may have noticed, January is over. You may be watching this in July of 2027. I don't know. But regardless, January is over. Just take my word for it. So that means we've moved on from the Repsy. I know you've just been waiting on the edge of your seat to know what is going to be the theme of February. That R gets forgotten. I'm making sure it's coming back. Well, February is going to be advertising. So we'll dive right into it. What's the number one rule with advertising? By the way, advertising complaints at the division take up like a huge chunk of the complaints. So there are probably many reasons for that, but it's a continual problem, right? And some of it's just misunderstanding. Number one rule in advertising is have your brokerage name on there. Now, a couple of years ago, it used to be a size requirement, so it had to be half the size of the largest text. We've done away with that in the state of Utah, and now it just has to be conspicuously placed. So what does that mean? Basically, it's got to be noticeable. You can't put it in a half shade off of the color of the background with a size 2 font. You know, it's got to be conspicuous. But does it have to be half the size? No, of the largest print. No, it doesn't. Not anymore. Just conspicuous. And that's great. Most of the time, pretty easy to do. But it gets tricky on when we're talking about digital marketing. So when we're talking about social media especially. And the division has adopted a special rule dealing with that, and that is that if it is not reasonable, is what the admin rule says. If it's not reasonable for a licensee to identify their brokerage name in the electronic advertisement, then there has to be a link within that advertisement that goes back to a page that does have the information conspicuously placed. So what's reasonable, what's not, that's up for interpretation. I did hear recently in a meeting with some division officials that they said Facebook, for instance, if anybody's using that anymore, you might be watching this on Facebook, that they said you can put your brokerage name on there. So they don't view that as exempt from having your brokerage name conspicuously placed. So be aware of that. Just use some good common sense. You don't want to be the test case for whatever social media platform is next. So try to get it on there if you can. Put it on there. And remember, social media advertising, any of this kind of advertising, if you're using it to reach potential clients, customers, then they're going to view it as an advertisement, and that means all these same rules apply. So be safe. Try to get your broker's name on everything that comes out of your team, your brokerage, your personal advertising, and you should be that should help. At least it'll keep you safe from that rule. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.